I don't have any specific preference when it comes to mining salts from salty fanboys of any of the three consoles, be it PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo. But sometimes I'll come across a video or I'll see someone covering a video from a salty fanboy that really does catch my interest. And that's usually because the video that's being covered is so stupid. The fanboy is so salty and the video is so full of logical fallacies that I just have to cover it. I feel an urge to cover it, and I would be doing all of you an absolute disservice if I didn't mine this absolutely delicious premium salt from this particular video. It comes from a guy called Foxy Games UK.
You know, it's never my intention to upset people.
The existence of this video completely and totally disregards that.
But unfortunately, the truth is often upsetting, and that is out of my control. But whatever you do, try and take what is being said here in this video with an open mind, free of denial.
And we're already out to a bad start. You're really that confident that everything you say in this video is the truth? We'll see about that.
With that said, I'm assuming since you clicked on this video, you've seen the video's title, why PlayStation, specifically PS5, is the home of Final Fantasy. And there's nothing controversial about it.
Is that right? PlayStation is the home of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy never ever originally came out on any other platform ever. It would only ever came out on the PlayStation. Oh look, the first Final Fantasy came out in 1987, releasing exclusively on the Famicom and the NES. Well, I'm sure that's just a blip. It's not like the second game would ever came out. I'm sure it's... Oh look, the second Final Fantasy game released exclusively on the Famicom in Japan in 1988. Well, I'm sure there's just a tiny little anomaly. It's not like the next game would ever. Oh, look, Final Fantasy III came out in 1990, exclusively on the Famicom in Japan. Well, I'm sure there's just an anomaly in the Sony Final Fantasy timeline. Final Fantasy IV came out exclusively in 1991 on the Super NES and Super Famicom. And Final Fantasy V came out on the Super Famicom in 1992 and 2006 on the Game Boy Advance. And same with Final Fantasy VI in 1994 on the Super Famicom. Do you see what I'm getting at? Do you see why this is such an idiotic statement? Do you see what I'm getting at?
Unless you're in the camp that firmly believes Square Enix, Squeenix, should devote extra production cost and development time so that platforms where its games typically sell horribly.
And now you're just making shit up at this point.
Example, the Xbox platform. Just so the few Final Fantasy devotees who for some reason refuse to buy a PS5 or simply cannot get hold of one. Now, having spent more man hours than I care to mention researching this entitled gamer phenomena,
I do not believe you spent any time whatsoever researching this topic, and your previous statement just proves that.
I've come up with a few theories that are shrouded in facts.
Absolutely nothing you've said so far has been shrouded in fact. In fact, I'm willing to bet money that you are just simply lying through your teeth right now.
Now, the discourse surrounding why Squeenix decided the Xbox platform isn't worth investing in.
Okay, I was joking before, but now I deliberately believe you are just straight up lying and making up facts as you go. Because I just proved you wrong. Square Enix sees the Xbox as a valuable platform. If that weren't the case, they would not be releasing so many of their Final Fantasy games on the Xbox platform. Why is this so hard to understand? Why are fanboys like you so fucking stupid? I don't get it. I just proved you wrong. If that were the case, then Final Fantasy games would not be multi-platform like they are now. Oh, fucking Christ. I think I'm gonna need a lot of alcohol for this video. Jesus Christ.
Is twofold. Now, I believe Square Enix got its fingers burnt with Xbox back in 2015, Tomb Raider.
What? Tomb Raider? Square just published it. That game was developed by idols. What does that have to do with anything?
Specifically Rise of the Tomb Raider, a one-year timed Xbox One exclusive which sold terribly on the platform.
Nope. Nope, you're lying. You are a liar. You are lying through your goddamn teeth. You are a liar. VG Charts proves it right here. The Xbox One version sold 1 million units on the console, and the PS4 version just barely outsold the Xbox One version. Just barely. Why are you making facts up, Foxy? Why are you lying?
It actually took the PC port, which came 3 months later, to semi-save it.
Nope. Nothing was saved. The PC port just sold under 2.5 million units, as you can see on VG Charts here.
And then it sold significantly better on the PS4 when it eventually released a year later.
No, I'm not ah, my god, you're so fucking stupid. Oh my god. Oh, all of you fucking PlayStation fanboys are so goddamn thick, it's actually painful. Look, I'm showing it again. I am showing it again. It did not significantly outsell the Xbox One version. Stop making shit up. Stop making up all of these logical fallacies. Stop trying to state your biases as opinions. Oh my fuck, you're so... Oh my god, you've claimed you researched this topic, but that is so evidently untrue. Oh my god.
Now, if a global brand name like Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, a third-person action-adventure game that was meant to rival Sony's Uncharted series, fails on Xbox, then is it any wonder Square Enix do not wish to take the risk of putting big-budget JRPGs on that platform?
Nope. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this again. I'm not gonna take you on this ride a third time. I refuse. I've already proved you wrong twice now. Stop fucking lying.
A comparatively niche genre at that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have stepped out of the wrong time period. Apparently we're still living in the 90s. Like, holy shit, I can't believe you actually said that. JRPGs, as they are right now, are currently bigger than ever.
Now, some may argue, some may argue. Well, Sony negotiated the exclusivity contracts years ago. To that I say, so what? Microsoft has infinitely more money than Sony and could have outbid PlayStation easily.
What the hell? What are you rambling about? Yeah, Microsoft has more money than Sony. They didn't out-negotiate. What the fuck are you rambling about?
It's Japanese companies working with Japanese companies, though, I often hear. Well, last time I checked, Hideo Kojima is working with Microsoft. Square Enix worked with Xbox on the Tomb Raider exclusivity, so that argument is pointless.
This entire segment was pointless.
Now, the simple matter of fact is, are you ready? Are you really ready for some sobering truths?
I am so ready for you to lie some more because this video has been absolutely full of them.
Not enough Xbox gamers supported those games.
Dude, I don't even own or game on an Xbox, and I can see your blatant lies. If this were the case, there wouldn't be any Final Fantasy games on the Xbox. But there are. There's quite a few Final Fantasy games on Xbox, actually.
And you know what? They still don't. Individuals who say publishers must release a game on a platform they own because they would support it, well, they have zero business acumen.
Right, and clearly you're the expert in all this. Clearly you have a good business acumen, and clearly only PlayStation should be the platform that Final Fantasy games should ever be released on exclusively. God, make it stop. Make the retarded fanboyness stop, please. I'm begging.
There needs to be several million of you. Several million of you individuals fully committed to buying the game, and there simply isn't.
Oh, look at that. Over 1 million people bought Final Fantasy 15 on the Xbox One.
Now, the smallest games can cost upward of several $1 million to make. We're talking indie games and AA games. Now, the bigger budget titles, those AAAs, can rise beyond $100 million. The game business is a money business.
And you clearly do not understand that at all. Also, my dude, what the hell is up with the frame rate for all of your footage? Like, come on. I'm seeing severe frame rate drops in all of your footage for the Final Fantasy remake. Come on. Get it together, man.
not a charity business. Now, some individual named, I don't know, Lord Addict. I don't know this person, by the way, so I'm going to be polite. And they asked a very interestingly obvious to answer question. And I quote, "The Final Fantasy VII not being on Xbox because of sales on Xbox is crazy to me. So someone explain to me, if the sales are so bad on Xbox for those types of games, then someone for the love of God explain to me one thing. Why is Final Fantasy Crisis Core coming?" End of quote.
It's because of money, you dolt. It's money. Because Square is constantly being given money from Sony because Sony doesn't want Square to break the exclusivity deal. They want to keep the Final Fantasy VII Remake on their console exclusively for as long as they can. It's... Foxy, it's not that hard to understand. I know you're at least trying to be smart. I mean, you have not proved that at all. Quite frankly, I'm very certain you're actually very stupid. But it's not that hard to understand. It's all because of money. That's it. That's the reason.
Shall I get him? Okay, but I'll be gentle, I promise. Well, let's see now. Maybe because Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion has a minuscule budget compared to Final Fantasy VII Remake.
What? What? Did you really just say that after you just said that all games have massive budgets?
/Rebirth/Final Fantasy 16/Forspoken, it's less of a gamble for Squeenix to bring this obviously low to mid budget game to the box.
Yep, that's what you said. You said all of that with a straight face. Oh my god, I can't... What? How did you destroy your own argument? How did you become so stupid as to destroy the argument you made 2 seconds ago? Holy shit! Just because it has a slightly smaller oh my god.
I mean, the truly obvious answer is the risk is far more accessible and mitigatable at that lower tier level of game development.
Oh my god, lower tier development, he says. Oh, do you hear yourself? Do you hear how stupid you sound? Do you hear how much of an idiot you're making yourself look like? Jesus Christ, you destroyed your own argument about all games having massive How? Yes, the Crisis Core Remake Remaster has a big budget. Just because it's going to the Xbox and the Switch does not mean it has a small budget.
And you know what? It'll probably still lose money on Xbox. That I can tell you.
Your corporate cocksucking does not give you the foresight to make that claim.
Which is sad, really. So my advice to Xbox gamers who want the big action/JRPGs, start with Crisis Core, buy the game in sufficient numbers, and perhaps companies like Square Enix will be more willing to take further risks on the Xbox community. But most of you won't, will you?
No, I'm done. I'm not sitting through any more of this. I'm not going to make anyone else sit through any more of this. I'm done. I cannot believe someone so stupid exists on this platform. You've shown that you've done no research. You do not understand how video game development works. You don't understand how the industry itself works. You don't have a good business acumen, that's definitely for sure. And you're nothing more than a corporate cocksucking fanboy, and it shows. You do not have a single iota of how this industry works. You don't understand how any of these companies work, and this video has so very clearly shown your biases. Like, it's so very sad. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully my break is over. I'm gonna get back to making videos soon, and I'll see you next time.